I hope he didn't go to the police.
He wouldn't do that.
Next Tuesday.
I know your daughter is in there. This is not something you want to hear.
When you fight the power.
I'm surprised to see you here.
Prepare to go all in.
Where is their daughter? If we find her, we'll have another witness.
Because once the battle begins.
You can't kill him.
They got us on the ropes.
It's all out war.
Eli, Max, Bobby, the wife, they're all gonna die.
Tyler Perry's the...
All right, Oval fans, they literally dropped the promo for next week's episode just 30 minutes ago. Now, season 3, episode 15, entitled Wicked. Synopsis. Kareem learns the hard way not everyone is trustworthy when he seeks help to stop Kyle and keep him away from Sharon. I don't feel bad for Kareem, and this isn't because I hate the character per se. It's just the fact that he should have known better. He literally pulled a Barry and did something completely stupid. Now he's in a predicament, and I don't feel bad for him. So, let's break down the sorry about this dang chair. It's just creaking like it usually does. But regardless, this is the trailer breakdown as well as the end credit promo we saw at the end of this week's episode. So let's jump into it. Now, Dale is talking with Sharon at the apartment saying, I hope he didn't go to the police. And Sharon's like, he wouldn't do that. Then we have a cutaway to, it looks like Kareem is trying to escape the interrogation room, the back room that he was in with Grip. But Grip actually puts him in a chokehold. Now from there, we go over to the hospital. There's a lot of scenes in the promo happening at the hospital, and we just see that Victoria and Hunter are sitting across from each other in the hospital room. I'm guessing this takes place prior to Donald going back in, because he did say that he was going home. He told Grip, hey, I'm going to go home, but keep me up to date after you handle the police station situation and after you get intel on Kyle. So it looks like Victoria slams her purse on like Jason's foot or his leg, and that causes Jason to just pop up, and Hunter yells, Victoria! So from there, we got Victoria talking to Donald. I guess Donald, it makes sense. Donald probably goes into the room again to tell Victoria and Hunter that he's leaving. So he goes in there, he tells, he's talking with Victoria, and Victoria's like, the little bastard did us a favor, and I'm going to milk this shit. So from there, we have Hunter, who's just pissed. He's basically saying, he declared war on my administration. He tried to ruin me. Donald's like, what exactly do you have planned? They're all going to die. And then Victoria's like, you can't kill him. And then Victoria's like, him, in regards to probably, the Vice President Eli, him, Bobby, Max, the wife, they're all going to die. Now, again, I guess the wife is in reference to either the second lady or Lily. I'm guessing it's the second lady, because we have a cutaway where Bobby's chatting with Max saying they got us on the ropes. So it's just one of those situations where they're trying to just discuss their situation and the fact that they're stuck. Especially given the fact that the vice president he did a whole bunch of crap wrong, like warning the president and first lady that he planned to expose them instead of just doing it right away. Because I feel like that would have lined up differently from when Jason jumped off the roof. But regardless, you have the next stage of the plan where Simone's talking with Eli about where's their daughter. If we find her, we have another witness. Because I wonder, what about that one attorney back in season 1 where Gail was trying to get emancipated from the family, and she called like this one lawyer to help out with that. But then Victoria and Hunter put up a front in order to, oh, she's probably having us recorded right now. We need to pretend we're loving parents. So, that lawyer was supposed to come to the White House to meet with Gail, but she and Jason got taken away by their grandmother before he got there. So, we never know if there's follow-up on that. Will that character show up again? Will the vice president and second lady think to contact him? Who knows? But from there, we go over to, well, speaking of daughters, sadly, Sam is over at the house. Well, actually, Sam has 2 scenes, which is weird because in this week's episode, he comes to the house telling Priscilla he's staying in the guest room, and randomly he's like, I gotta go to work. I'll talk to you later. Wait, what? You just got home. But we see him back at the holding cell with Kyle, and he's telling Kyle, well, Kyle's asking, how long are you going to keep me in here? As long as it takes. And then we see him again when, well, Sam again, when he goes over to Barry and Richard, and he says this, I know your daughter is in there, and this is not something you want to hear. So this has me wondering a couple of things, because there's a moment where it's a non-speaking scene where Nancy and Richard looks like they pop out of bed like they heard something. And I'm thinking it's either Sam knocking on the door or Barry possibly did something. Is it just a random knock in the middle of the night and then Nancy stays in bed and Richard's like, no, don't worry, I got this. And then, you know, maybe Barry comes down, hey, Dad, who's at the door? And then Sam is telling them about the whole situation in the Rakadushi. And, you know, there's the cutaway, kind of like with Gail. It's like there was a flashback scene. This scene with Gail wasn't a current one. Like, oh, that's from next week. Gail's coming back. No, it wasn't. And then, you know, the scene where we have Manny and Daikon outside of the gates of the Rakadushi compound. I think that's a flashback scene to last season where Richard and Sharon and Dale were at the front gate. So, and well, they left. So I feel like we're in a situation where two things have happened here. Callie's probably dead, and this is why I know your daughter is in there, and this is not something you want to hear. And then later that night, Barry shoots himself. Or it's a situation where Sam got an update and something bad really happened, and it's hard to tell what, because remember how far ahead Ruthless is in terms of the Ovals continuity and how behind it is in the Ruthless series. Basically, what the Rakadushi are up to in the Oval is way ahead of what's going down in the Ruthless series. So a number of things could have happened. I don't know, but whatever it isn't pretty. Sam probably got a contact from his FBI guy, and as a result, he knows what's going down. Now, going over to Alan, he arrives at the White House, and the guard at the checkpoint is like, wow, I'm surprised to see you here, in regards to, you know, the recent events with Ellie. And it looks like the gun Alonzo gave him, it's like he puts it on the ground next to his foot, and he kind of uses his foot to slide it past the metal detector. So when he's eventually in his office, we see him with the gun, because it's like, wait, how could he get inside with a gun when he has to go through all the metal detectors and have his bags checked and whatnot? Yeah, he probably had it, like, you know, in his sleeve, pants, leg, or whatever, and then he made it fall to the ground and then kicked it past the checkpoint, and then he picked it up when he got his bags, and that was it. So from there, it looks like Alan is snooping around in Donald's desk or something. That's what it looks like. I could be wrong, but based on the tie and the color of the shirt and blazer, I do believe this is Alan at Donald's desk. That's what I think. Let's see here. Then the other scene about Sam is we see Sam back at the house, and I guess he's in the guest room, and then Priscilla is on that, get your shit and get out. Okay, Priscilla, okay. Not really big on this Priscilla. This the way she's acting. I mean, no. Okay. So I guess the last couple scenes here is Hunter and Grip. They're walking into a parking lot, and it's a black van. Hunter gets into the back of the van, and we have a person who has their head covered in a black bag, and he's about to rip it off. It's Kareem. I feel like it has to be Kareem, because first of all, this is Grip. And remember, Grip was the one who was sent by Donald to take care of the situation at the police station, and then to look into where Kyle's gone. I don't think Grip would get the president to leave his bedside unless it had his son's bedside, unless it had something to do with the situation about the guy at the police station. So it's definitely Kareem. But overall, those are my thoughts and the breakdown for the trailer for next week, Wicked. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Make sure you take a moment to hit the thumbs up button to show you like the video. Hit subscribe as we get closer to 200,000 subscribers. We are less than 1,000 people away. Follow me on social media. Links are in the description below. Hit the bell icon and select all. That way you don't miss out when I post content. And if you would like to donate to the channel, feel free to do so on PayPal or Cash App.